Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Hockey Podcast News Pack for Thursday, January the 13th. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at podcast_hockey, Facebook.com, the Hockey Podcast, YouTube.com, the Hockey Podcast, and you can subscribe to wherever you're getting your audio. This will be the final newscast before we launch in our new brand name. That's, of course, a reminder that is Monday, January 17th. That will be live, 6:30 Pacific, 7:30 Mountain, where we launch our new name. There will be no news pack tomorrow as I'm off to do play-by-play for the Greater Vancouver Canadians tomorrow night. So this will be the last one for the week here. And of course, retweeting these news packs, pod clips, and all of our episodes gives you an opportunity to win tickets to a scheduled game between the Vancouver Canucks and the Calgary Flames at the Scotiabank Saddledome in Calgary in April. Includes hanging out with Chris, Sean, and Devin. Tickets to the game, as well as food and drink at the Pig and Duke downtown in Calgary. Let's get to the news of the day. There is a little bit to get through here, as we'll be getting some of the All-Star names will be revealed today here. It looks like from the captains have been named. Connor McDavid for the Pacific, Nathan McKinnon for the Central, Alex Ovechkin from the Metropolitan, Austin Matthews for the Atlantic. Johnny Gaudreau for the Calgary Flames has been named to the team. Here, as some of these names are just have been sliding in as we are starting our recordings here. So, uh, looking at that, um, and no news as of yet right now on the Canucks, but we will get more as we go on here. We get to some of the other news for the Chris Weidman has been suspended one game for a headbutt. He headbutted Boston Bruins forward Eric Holla last night between the Canadiens and the Bruins, and that he will be suspended for one game. And he will forfeit $3,750. That money goes to the Players Emergency Assist Fund. Tuukka Rask, speaking of the Bruins, will make his debut tonight for the Bruins. His season debut. He signed a contract to return. It's a busy night, by the way, in the NHL. There are 11 games. The Canucks on the ice here against the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Ottawa Senators and the Calgary Flames will be playing tonight as well. So we'll get into that, but Rask signed a 1-year, $1 million contract on Tuesday, and it looks like Rask will be making his debut tonight for the Boston Bruins. The New Jersey Devils will have an emergency backup goaltender playing tonight, as it will be Kyle Shapiro. He is 28 years old. He was signed to an amateur tryout and will be backing up former Flames goaltender John Gillies tonight. He last played in 2018 at New England College. That is at NCAA Division III school. He had a 2.83 goals against average and 9-1 4 save percentage in 23 games. He's actually an assistant coach with the New Jersey Titans in the North American Hockey League. He's been doing that for 3 seasons. And so, as Mackenzie Blackwood and Akira Schmidt are in COVID protocol, and Jonathan Bernier, Nico Dawes are injured. So the Devils are going through the emergency backup goaltender situation tonight. Eric Stahl has signed with an AHL team as he is preparing for the Olympics. He's played 17 NHL seasons. It's a professional tryout contract with Minnesota Wild's affiliate in Iowa. He played last year with Montreal. And it's based on helping him prepare for the 2022 Beijing Olympics if he was to be part of the Canadian Olympic team. He, of course, well known for winning the cup with the Hurricanes back in 2006, 45 goals and 55 assists that year with 100 points. Second pick in 2003 NHL draft. The U.S. team has been named. Men's team has been named. We'll get, as we just look at that lineup here. It is the forwards Nick Abruzzi, Ken Agostino, who former Flame Matty Beniers, Seattle Kraken draft pick, Brendan Brisson, Noah Kate, Sean Furrow, Sam Hitches, Matthew Nees, Mark McLaughlin, Ben Meyer, and Beal, Brian O'Neill, Nick Shore, Nathan Smith. The defensemen, they've taken 8. Brian Cooper, Brock Faber, Drew Hellison, Sean Kemper, Aaron Nix, Nick Perbetz, Ottawa Senators draft pick Jake Sanderson, David Warsofsky, and 3 goaltenders, Drew Komesko, Strassman, and Pat Nagel. 3 first-round picks are on that list. One returnee from 2018, which is, of course, O'Neill and Brian O'Neill. 5 from the KHL, 2 from the AHL, 2 to SHL, 2 AHL, 1 DEL. So the Canadian team should be revealed shortly, according to Rick Dollywall. Expect Kent Johnson and Owen Power to be part of that team. The IIHF today that they said that they will not be accepting individual NHLers to be going to the Olympics. This is in regards to any suggestion of that. He just in case the according to IIHF Hockey on Twitter, the IIHF Council is as council convened to discuss about Princeton's developments, including the recent terms of cancellations to due COVID-19, as well as in preparation for the upcoming 2022 Olympic Winter Games. But Pierre LeBrun tweeted the IIHF has announced NHL players won't be accepted in the Olympic tournament now that the NHL and NHLPA has pulled out. So if there's any NHL individual players that want to go and join the Canadian or whatever Olympic team, they will not be accepted there as well. And we go through the 11 games here in the NHL, just as we touch on Vancouver, Tampa Bay, Calgary, and Ottawa tonight as well. We also have, as going through here, the games for tonight include Flyers and Bruins. We've got Canucks and Lightning, as I mentioned, Blue Jackets and Hurricanes, Jets and the Red Wings tonight. New Jersey Devils taking on the New York Islanders. The Seattle Kraken playing the St. Louis Blues. The Buffalo Sabres taking on the Nashville Predators. Montreal Canadiens and the Chicago Blackhawks. Senators Flames. Pittsburgh Penguins continuing to roll. They're facing the LA Kings. Jeff Carter's return to LA. The New York Rangers are in San Jose to take on the Sharks. And as well, no news on Evander Kane. Still waiting to hear about the results of that investigation there as well. And in terms of any other, just going through here, waiting to hear some more names on the All-Star list here as well. But while I do that, we'll just touch on the WHL. They've announced a return to team activities for 5 clubs, changes to 16 games. So the Calgary Hitmen, Kamloops Blazers, Prince George Cougars, Vancouver Giants, and Victoria Royals have all been cleared to resume team activities. So, and also now all 22 WHL clubs are now eligible to compete in regular season play. And that is good news. There has been some games scheduled. Tuesday, January 18th, Prince Albert at Edmonton. That was a game scheduled for the 11th, moved to the 18th. Regina, Winnipeg, has the game scheduled for this Saturday has been moved to Tuesday. And then we've got Regina Swift Current. That was a postponed game from Friday, December 31st. Swift Current at Prince Albert. That was scheduled from Saturday, January 8th. And then a Saturday game between Calgary and Winnipeg has been moved to Tuesday, March 15th. And there's been postponements in Manitoba due to capacity restrictions, which also includes Moose Jaw, Brandon. That was originally scheduled for March 16th. That will be moved to Tuesday. And there are several other games. So good news on that part, that the WHL is back to resuming full activity at least. And as go through here, just before we go, we'll just check and see if the any other announcements on the All-Star team here. And it looks like from the Pacific, McDavid, Mark Stone, Jordan Eberle of the Seattle Kraken's on that list. And we'll go through the thread here. Here are the names for the Pacific. Thatcher Demko, Johnny from the Canucks, Johnny Gaudreau from the Flames, John Gibson from the Ducks, Adrian Kempe from the Kings, Connor McDavid, who is the captain, Timo Meier from the Sharks, Alex Pietrangelo, Mark Stone from the Golden Knights, and Leon Draisaitl as well. Ovechkin, Kreider, Pelech, Werenski, Sebastian Aho, Frederick Anderson, Adam Fox, Claude Giroux, Jack Hughes from Metropolitan. For the Central, it's Kyle Connor, Alex DeBrincat, Kirill Kaprizov, Clayton Keller, Jordan Kyrou, Nathan McKinnon, Cale Makar, Joel Pavelski, UC Saros, and Cam Talbot. And the Atlantic, Drake Batherson from the Senators, Patrice Bergeron, Jack Campbell from the Maple Leafs, Rasmus Dahlin, Victor Hedman, Jonathan Huberdeau, Dylan Larkin, Austin Matthews, Nick Suzuki, and Andre Vasilevsky are the All-Stars. That is, of course, in Las Vegas in the beginning of February. So that is the news. Again, we will be back with our next news pack on Tuesday, the January the 18th. We will be live again with our rebrand Monday, January 17th, 6:30 Pacific, 7:30 Mountain. You can follow Sean on Twitter, BeardyCanuck03. Chris is Schneids, SCHNEIDZ, Tyler TNOBLE, Devin Gordhouse09. I'm KVOLE, podcast_hockey, Facebook.com, The Hockey Podcast, YouTube.com, The Hockey Podcast, and subscribe to wherever you're getting your audio. That is the news. We will talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.